obviously, but I would imagine there were enough things that you saw that disappointed you. Can you kind of give your assessment of the overall performance by your team?
I mean, it was one of those games that I thought our guys played good in the first half, and then we decided not to play JK in the second half, and came out in that first drive of the third quarter, went down the field, and then decided to go with our twos. And there was some sloppiness after that, but overall, I thought the guys played really well.
Right behind him, Andy.
Yeah, Coach. Can you talk about the extra dynamic Chris Olave brings to the offense when he got those catches like he was tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he's really good at tracking the ball downfield. He's got good speed, and he can really track a ball well, and great depth perception and timing.
Over to the far right, Doug. Oh, I'm sorry, Bill.
You want to go?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Ryan, I think there were a lot of your fans watching this game on television wondering why Justin might have been in the game to start the second half on a day where they saw a very high-profile quarterback get hurt again and out of hand. Just what's your philosophy with that? I know he hasn't played a lot of football coming into this year, but you're 10 games into the season now. Just why did you still want to see him out there?
Yeah, you do the best you can to try to make some decisions, but at halftime we're up 28. We just felt like that's not enough, and all of a sudden you come out there in the second half and go 3 and out and they score, it's 21. That's not enough. So we felt like we needed to come back out. Now we did take JK out, we said we're just going to kind of throw the ball. In that first drive, we knew we had the ball coming out of the second half. We were going to try to get it out of his hand quick, and we went down and scored, and it worked the way we thought it would. And then it goes to 42-7, and we thought that was enough. And then we pulled those guys and played the rest of them.
It looked like you might have gotten his hand stepped on a run. I think about it just looking at him on the bench. Did you consider taking him out then at all?
No, he was fine.
Right behind him, Nathan.
You talked all season about how this schedule is kind of broken down into these chunks. I'm just curious how you see these next 2 games in front of you and their importance in the calendar.
Yeah, I mean now all focused. The minute that game went to 0 is on Penn State and getting ready for this next run, and we got to do everything we can to prepare for this game, and it starts right now. And we talked about that, and really talked very little about this game. Talked right about preparation and what this means for this week, and so we'll get home tonight, get some rest, and then get back in there tomorrow, have a meeting, and get right to Penn State.
You look at all season as things kind of progressing towards this 2 last big ones kind of sitting at the end of the season.
I mean, yeah, we know that these games, that was the finale of the season, was going to be to play these 2 games for sure. Yeah.
Front row left here, Rob.
You're happy with the performance, but it's just like a perfect game in terms of wasn't perfect, and you can use that going into these next 2 weeks if guys were like getting a little sloppy.
It's hard to tell. But, some of these games when your starters only play one half of football, it's hard to get a real assessment of what goes on in these games. And you have maybe some backups in there. Like at the end of the game, we had 2 young receivers in there, didn't run the right route, and Gunnar holds it and gets sacked for a fumble. It's just things like that happen, and that's hard to gauge your team in November when things like that are going on. So I'm not going to put too much stock in it. Just going to move right on and obviously make the corrections off of the film. But we got a lot to focus on moving forward.
Over here to the left, Joey.
You had kind of we worked secondary there with Sean Wade and Savion Banks on one side. What did you, without Dave Arnett in there, what did you think of their play in the first half?
I thought they were solid. I thought they were, they played overall good. We'll watch the film, but I think they were decent.
Over here to the right, Clay.
We probably all cover Jalen Gill in some form or fashion. When you see a guy come and then he's redshirted and then he's finally starting to make his way, or at least he gets on the field. What does it do for kids who don't play to make a mark?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Jalen's had one of his better weeks of practice this week, and then lo and behold, he makes a big run, and so there you go. I mean, that's typically how it works, and it's one of those things where as a player, the more opportunities you have, the more you have a chance to make a play and make a name for yourself, and so you got to take those opportunities, especially in games like this. And how rare is it to be in a season like this where those guys get so many reps? I mean, this is I don't know if it's happened ever before, but I can't imagine there's been more second and third string guys who have gotten reps like this during a season. And so it's unique, and I think that our guys have gotten better, and some more than others.
And last couple questions, front row right there, Austin.
Ryan, when you talk about some of the sloppiness that you saw tonight, you've watched Rutgers all year. You're a coach. Is this a game where you just have to get through it? You don't stress too much about it, and can that translate to the rest of the week? Did you sense there was any complacency setting in just because of Rutgers?
No, and I don't think so. And I think Nunzio's a good coach, and those kids were playing hard at the end, and they did a good job. But again, we're going to go through, make the corrections. But this is more going to be about focusing on our next opponent.
And the way that Justin threw it tonight, goes over 300 yards from progressed in the last couple of weeks though in football?
Well, again, he only really played one half of football in the first drive in the second half, and what did he have over, 305 yards? And J.K. has 92 yards, and decided not to play him. He really wanted to play in the second half, and we took those guys out. And it just goes to show you how unselfish they are. It's not about their stats. If you look at, you double those stats right there, maybe you could throw up over 500 or 600 yards. And if he's playing in those games and he's playing for 4 quarters, they're saying, he's right there for the leader of the Heisman. But because of the situation we're in, he's not getting those kind of reps. J.K. the same thing, 92 yards on 17 carries. He only plays in the first half. If he plays for a whole half of football, he's probably over 200. And so, I don't think those guys should be penalized for that. I still think they're 2 of the better players in the entire country, but they're very unselfish and team players.
Far right, Doug?
You mentioned a couple times the idea of all the backups getting so many reps this season. Is that good? Is that bad? Is what it is? You can't control it. You have
Right.
You have to do that. So what do you think?
It is what it is, I guess. The good thing is that you're creating depth, and those guys are getting opportunities to get better, which they have. They have gotten better as the season has gone on, for sure. It's just, I guess, like you said, it is what it is, and we're going to deal with it. And it's a good problem to have, for sure. But our team has gotten stronger because of it.
And Chase back now. What will that do for you guys?
I think they'll be fired up to have him back. I know Chase is fired up to get back, and not that our defense needs any more motivation for this week, but it'll be great to have him back.
We got one follow-up. Bill, go ahead.
Ryan, I was just curious if you saw this in the first half. There were 2 instances where there were stuff after the whistle. Your guys kind of popped up and maybe it looked like they were going to go back, and then Haskell grabbed Tyreek and Sean grabbed Cam Brown. Just what did you see in those moments?
Yeah, awesome. I told Tyreek I was really proud of him there, and same thing with Cam. He was right there, and we had some long talks about that after last week with a couple of those things, and we talked about it. And those guys, it's not easy to do in the moment, but it's all about creating habits. And if you do it where in practice you walk away from a situation, then you'll do the same thing in a game. And I thought that was really well done by those guys.
Great, Coach. Thank you very
Yep.
much.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, he's good.
David Arnett's good. Folks, we'll get some players downstairs on the field.